Hello everyone, this is Bhavani Shankar Boshak, and in today's video I am going to talk about the complete life cycle of a data science project. So why this topic? Because as a fresher, that means as an aspirant for data science, we need to understand what are the different steps involved in a data science project. So let's get started. So first step is that of data gathering. So what is data gathering? It means that in order to start with a data science project, we need to collect the data. So there are different ways. So we may go for web scraping. There are third-party APIs. So here comes the role of a domain expert. So who is a domain expert? So who is proficient in his or her domain. So here the business analyst along with the domain expert goes for a long discussion where they try to understand the business. That means what type of problem they want to solve. And accordingly, they collect the data so that it includes all the important variables that will be used for making the analysis. Now coming to the second step, which is feature engineering. So what is feature engineering? Now feature refers to the variables, or you can say columns in a data set. So here in feature engineering, we actually clean the data. That means here we handle missing values, we can handle the outliers, we have to handle the imbalanced data set, then we go for normalization and stemming. So what are these? I'll cover them in detail in some other video. But for now, just understand that it falls under data pre-processing, or you can say exploratory data analysis, where we actually clean the data and make it ready for modeling purpose. Now coming to the third step, which is feature selection. So what is feature selection? Now always remember that all the variables that are included in the data set are not that important. So we have to reduce the number of variables because it may lead to incorrect prediction. So there is a concept in data science which is known as the curse of dimensionality. That means when we have large number of dimensions, or you can say features or variables, so it is not good. So in feature selection, we try to understand which are the important variables which should be kept in the model. So there are different ways by which we do this. We have multicollinearity. We can go for different tests like chi-square test, Pearson correlation test, heat map, and there are various other tests. So this is about feature selection. Now coming to the fourth step. So here, before coming to the fourth step, this feature engineering and feature selection, these two parts falls under exploratory data analysis. So feature engineering means cleaning the data, and feature selection means including the important variables in the model. So we are done with cleaning the data and we have kept the important variables. Now we go for model creation. That means now we are ready to go for the modeling. So here in this step, we have to select the right model that will be used, because there are numerous machine learning algorithms that we can use, but we need to understand which model should be the best. So here, along with model creation, we also go for some tweaking, which is known as hyperparameter optimization. So this is also a broad topic which I will cover in my next video. Now, once we have created the model, then we go for the next step, which is testing the accuracy of the model. That means we have created the model using some machine learning algorithm. Now we have to check how good this model is performing on the test data. So here we have different types of checks that we can use for testing this accuracy. We can go for MAPE, which stands for mean absolute percentage error for regression problem. Then for classification problem, we have confusion matrix, ROC curve, accuracy. So there is a measure called accuracy. And there are various other ways how we can check the accuracy of the model. So once this testing of accuracy is done, then we go to the final step, which is the deployment stage. So here we actually send this data set for deployment, that means for production. Now here there are different platforms through which we can deploy. So we have Amazon Web Service, we have Azure, we have Flux. So there are different ways how we go for this deployment. Now once this model has been sent for the deployment, that means into the production, so we are not done yet, because now we have to keep monitoring how this model is actually performing on the new data set. So if the model is not performing that well, then again we have to go for the previous checks. That means again we will start from step 2 onwards. That means we will go for feature engineering, feature selection, model creation, and then again we will test the accuracy of the model. So this is how the life cycle of a data science project actually behaves. So these are the steps of a life cycle of a data science project. So hope you like this video, and I'll see you again with another exciting video. Thank you.